Hey guys, welcome to Raj Makes Money. How are all my money makers doing? And God, the markets were in the green today. So I hope everybody made lots of money because very rare that we just get these great days. Nothing like a nice up day in the market. So welcome guys. Hope everybody had a great second day of the new year in the markets. But hey, let's jump right in. So yesterday, at one point, we were down $400,000, over 400,000. The market come back a little bit, and we wound up only down 180 grand. So that was a relief. I was like, I didn't want to. You know what it's like when you start a new channel, a new show, and you lose money the first day. And then you have like Jose standing on top of you, trying to see if you're losing money still.
Show me.
But no, guys, it worked out. We made a comeback. So hey, let's take a look and see how we did. Boom! So the first day down 180,000, and now, guys, look, we are back at it, up 190,000. At one point today, I was actually up over $210,000. So really good recovery today in the markets. And hey, big shout out, Bonsai Yum Review in the house, our first YouTube sponsor. So Bonsai has access. Bonsai, where are those green up arrows for today? Bonsai has access to our really cool arrows and all sorts of new emojis. So welcome, Bonsai. Kevin, $5 super chat. Baby boom. I know, guys. And Kevin will not be with me tonight. He abandoned me at 3 a.m. to go have his baby. Came 2 weeks early. Congratulations, Kevin, on your new baby. That's awesome. Can't believe you just abandoned me here. So there those green arrows are. So welcome. All our YouTube sponsors are just Bonsai. Now, of course, all our Patreon members. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for being part of our Patreon group. And don't forget, on our Patreon group, I post all my trades in real time as they happen, so you guys can keep track and see them and stuff. So it's pretty exciting. But yeah, so looking at the account here, so 190,000. I didn't make any trades today. I did make some trades in other accounts today, but for this account, I actually didn't do anything. And you're probably wondering why. Sometimes, like last week, if I didn't make any trades, instead of finishing the week down 100,000 plus, I would have been up 210,000. Sometimes you just got to let stuff go and see what happens. So pretty exciting. So Apple at 131, it closed at 131.01 today. After hours is down 10 cents, 15 cents, nothing big. Was all over the place. Started down today and then came back. Got as high as 131.74. But very interesting. So basically, these 900 contracts, we have $174,000, 3 days to go this week. Hopefully, these just expire worthless. And thank God we still got out of those 133s. Apple could still run heavy, but I'm happy we didn't have that. And I thought about even doing some stuff here. And I don't know. I may sell a few of these tomorrow. If Apple's up a little bit, I may take a little chips off the table and do some other moves. But you know what? Sometimes you can over trade. And it just doesn't make sense to do that. So always got to watch out for that you don't overdo it. But you never know. So David has a question. Let me answer it for you guys. Says, what's the difference between amount of value and cash value? So you're talking about the market value and account value and cash value up here. So let me explain this. So my account value right now, if I sold everything off, is somewhere around $5,009,000. If these options all work out, and let's say Apple on Friday is 132.01, I have $322,000 left in play. So if Apple, if we do nothing else this week and Apple is 130, it goes up $1 more, $132.01 for the week, I would make $332,000 basically for the week on the 5 million. So it'd be a tremendous week and a great start to Raja Makes Money. Hopefully that's how this week goes. I'd love to have a big boom week to start it all off. But yeah, so that's how that all works and stuff. Hope that makes sense for you. But yeah, guys, so excited, here at the Cosmo, having a great time for the kickoff. And, just so much stuff going on. Some questions. People say thoughts on NEO. I think NEO today, was it flat or down? Take a look. Let me pull it up for you guys. There's so much stuff. I was shocked to see, Tesla started the day down and by the end of the day was back up. But yeah, NEO was all over the place today. It looks like it finished very flat. I can pull it up here for you guys to see. NEO. There you go. So yeah, NEO down 29 cents, so basically nothing. I still believe that these electric vehicles are just way overpriced. So it's hard to say. Big shout out to Jeff Schwartz. Is he in the house yet? With all his hot picks, how did they all do today? You guys remember Jeff Schwartz gave us the hot picks yesterday? Let's see how they all did today. The BNGO. Let's see how that one is. Oh, not bad. Down $2.25. Another 43 cents after hours. And then what was that other one with a J? Something Jacks. Let's see. Look it up. Can't think of the symbol off the top of my head. But I will have it for you. Give me a second here. We'll look it up. JAGX. JAGX. I think that one was up today. So that one did good today, up 17 cents, up 9%. So that one was up, and after hours up another 4 cents. But that one today, that was way up. Look at the chart here on this one. A little bigger for everyone. This one today at one point was at $2.99. So definitely came way down from its highs. The low today was $1.89. So I don't know. This one may have hit the peak, and it's a pretty interesting chart right there. You never know with these. These are long shots, so you always have to be very careful. Raja, let's see. Raja, take a look at Tesla after hours. I believe it got an upgrade from Morgan Stanley to 805. All right, look at Tesla here. I don't get it. I mean, this company just can't earn any more money than what it's earning. It's insane. But yeah, it looks like it's up 18 more points. So that's interesting why they would upgrade it after hours, but I don't know. I still think earnings. Yeah, Morgan Stanley's raised his Tesla price target. I don't get it. I mean, look at this thing. Now it's what? It was 1,400 times earnings. Yeah, or 13. Now it's 1,456 times earnings. I mean, it's just insane. It's just insane. So, like I said, I think it's gonna be the greatest short of all time. But hey, I love those green arrows. Keep those green arrows flowing. My YouTube sponsors. Thank you, Bonsai. But yeah, no, it's been crazy. So what else are you guys playing today? What else looks interesting to you? What stocks do you guys like? Love to hear what your guys' thoughts are. Let's see. James says, will you pledge and donate some profits to the Barstool Sports Funds to those mom and pop shops who need your help? So actually, I had over 250 employees at my places that were closed that I've been helping support. But, guys, I learned a long time ago. I do so much for charity. I do so much for so many people and always giving back and helping. But at the end of the day, unfortunately, it's not my job to save the world. And I didn't create this mess. And, sometimes our government's just going to have to step up and do more. So it'll be up to them. But Frank says, Raja, making that cash today. Good job. Thank you, Frank. Yeah, a good day in the market. So Jason says, how do you feel about Delta Airlines or Boeing? I think I saw something that Amazon was buying some planes from Delta now because planes are so cheap. So they're expanding their fleet, and they were buying from Delta and one of those smaller airlines. So probably helping them. But I don't know. The airports are busier. I'll tell you right now. Vegas is slower today than I've ever seen it. We were out here in early June, I think, when it first opened back up, and it was really, really slow. This is the slowest I've ever seen it. And I think they're going to have a rough month without CES and different conventions still. Obviously, the opening trades are still months, 6 months, a long time away before they actually, pay off and stuff. So it's going to be interesting. Crazy Carl, $1 lucky super chat. Matt, $2 super chat. Piedmont Lithium. Not familiar with that one. But you know what? We can pull it up for you. If you had a symbol, or we'll look it up. Let's see. Piedmont Lithium. But I'm always looking for new ones, especially in our Patreon group, guys. If you have some stocks you want me to check out and play, send them to me. Love to see them. PLL, Piedmont Lithium. So that one was up 12% today. Wow. It's a nice volume there. I'll have to see here. Let's see. So 52-week high is $54. So it's way off its lows. Or did it just start trading? Oh, maybe it's pretty new. So, I don't know anything about this one. Well, no data. So, lithium junior miner news for the month of December. Definitely have to check it out. Don't know anything about this one, but we'll check it out. Des says, I agree. I will help anyone who will work to help themselves. I'm getting too old to drag anyone's useless sorry butt. So, but definitely. But yeah, guys, and Bitcoin again today on fire. We're gonna do something with Bitcoin for you guys. And Doug says, "What about Bitcoin?" So yeah, I've got some ideas. I think like I said, the only way to play Bitcoin now is you just have to play a set amount. It's too volatile and it's too large, kind of like a stock. But we're gonna do it because I know a lot of people are excited for it. I mean, to me, like I said before, I have Bitcoin. I've done well in Bitcoin. I can't knock it. But in me, it's imaginary. It's like me telling you guys that this toilet paper roll today it's worth $1. The more toilet paper, the faster we can only make so many rolls of toilet paper. A year. Let's say it's go. So the toilet paper goes up in value. I mean, it's silly. This is at least gold. Somebody's doing some work to dig it out of the ground. This is just computers running a mathematical algorithm. Mining. I mean, it's mind blowing, but you know what? Another thing that worries me with it is it takes a lot of money out of the marketplace. So think of it like this: when Bitcoin goes up, billions and billions of dollars, that's money out of the marketplace that everyone is losing. So there goes BOD. He's getting ready for his live show. Make sure you tune in tonight. He's gonna be live in just a little while, so I can't stay on too long because BOD is going live. But no, but yeah, you have to look at all that stuff because think about it like this: there's only so much money out there, right? And with Bitcoin, it's kind of you have new money coming into the marketplace that's being created for people, but it's still there's only so much money. So if Bitcoin keeps going up in price every day, and because people are buying it, that's money coming from somewhere. And this is what's very interesting. If let's say everyone owns a stock. You own a stock, the stock goes up in value because supply and demand, but nobody's on the losing end of that. With options is like a crap table. You can bet on either direction. There's no one set direction to bet on it. So it's like sports betting. For everybody who's winning money in the option market, somebody's losing in the option market. So when I'm up 3,500% last year and make millions of dollars, somebody lost millions of dollars. So you have to just think about that. And you got to remember there's, while I think of myself, hopefully as semi-smart, there's a lot of people in the world that are much smarter than me in the marketplace. So you always have to, watch that kind of stuff. Thank you, Carla, $10 super sticker. Thank you. And like I said, big shout out to all my YouTube sponsors, just Bonsai now. But he has access to those really cool green emojis for the updates. But you have to remember, guys. So think about this like as a weighted out thing. What goes up comes down, and somebody has, if somebody's winning, somebody is losing. So in the option marketplace, but and it's just so much money. When everybody floods these, penny stocks that go huge and do different stuff, that means somebody's losing. So it's just a whole different thing. And like I said, there's just so much money in the marketplace, and when it all goes into stuff, it means something's coming out of the marketplace. Somebody says, "How about Etsy?" Yeah, we've looked at Etsy. I think Etsy's to do well. I don't think Etsy is the thing of the future. I don't think it's they're going to sell stuff. It's a good marketplace, but I think the holiday rush is over. I don't know what it's going to do. So. Chris says, what are requirements our brokerage house is looking for to get approved for level 4 option trading? I have no idea. I've honestly never asked for anything above level 3. So I can't tell you. And welcome, HM Bubba One, our newest YouTube sponsor. Welcome. Thank you for becoming a sponsor. Pretty cool. So my sponsors, you guys stand down in chats now, and you have our emojis to use. So that's pretty cool. And Clint says, Apple. I think Apple's going to do great. We'll see what happens with this election in Georgia, but I think everybody's built in Georgia. I don't think there's any big surprises, and I don't think it matters. This is what's really interesting, and this is what's making these markets a lot harder to trade in and different than the past. Markets used to be emotional to presidents and what's going on in the world. But now it's like nobody cares. Millennials don't care. Millennials just follow the leader. It's a whole different world. And with, Weebles and Robinhood's, they're just following the leader. So it's just a whole different trading world. So that's kind of interesting. And you have to kind of watch that and see how that all works. But it's like I said, just a whole different world, different times. It doesn't matter. I mean, shit, they could overrule that Trump really won the election and the market could go down. Or it could go up even more. They could, finally certify. He says, you know what, I lost, and the market goes up. I mean, like it's just weird. The market is just trading differently. It used to be like, if a terrorist attacked or something horrible happened, markets would go down in fear. And nowadays, it doesn't matter. The worse the market does, Tesla goes up more. Tesla misses their number, Tesla goes up more. Tesla, Tesla lowers the price of their cars because obviously they need to sell more cars and they're losing and they're, minimalizing, profit margins. Tesla goes up more. Elon Musk tweets his stock's overvalued. Tesla goes up more. Well, it goes down a second, then goes up. Tesla, he tweets asking employees to work for free and shut a factory down for 3 weeks, which to me would be problems. Tesla goes up more. So it's just a weird market. Like I said, you can't look at this marketplace and make any educated, intelligent decisions nowadays. So just totally different stuff. But let's see. Chaos says, are you making more money now than you did a year or two ago in the market? So last year was a good year for me in the marketplace. I've had years where I made more, but I also did a lot more riskier stuff. And you guys are going to be seeing, once we get things going, I want to get a little money in the kitty and get some profits because I can tell you, I didn't care yesterday that I lost money in the market because I knew it would come back, today or next week or 2 weeks from now, it would be ahead. I just didn't want to start my first, show of the year of Raja Makes Money for all my money makers watching and start it, in a down place. But I've got some stuff that I'm going to show you guys and leverage that I do. And like I said, guys, this is for entertainment purposes only. There's high risk in, in trading stocks and there's high risk in playing slot machines. This is what I do. I'm just sharing with you guys. So always make educated decisions with your money and what you spend it on. That's my disclaimer today for you. But no, like I said, so much stuff to do, so much fun. I've got some excitement. You guys are going to be excited. It's just going to get better. So to keep building, and it takes time, and we're going to make a lot of money. And like I said, it doesn't matter how you make a lot of money in the marketplace. It's just about making money. So do what works for you. If you know how to trade one stock really well, do it. I like Apple because I can't manipulate it. None of us are going to manipulate Apple. I know Apple will always be worth more money next year, next hour, next week, at some point than it is today. So even if it goes down, it really doesn't worry me. If Tesla goes down and crashes, if some of these other stocks go down and crashes, it would worry me. Apple has $192 billion in the bank. Like I said, I love Apple. I can't tell you why it's such a good pick. I like Amazon. I think Amazon's going to continue to grow, and do well. Microsoft's very solid. I wouldn't trade Microsoft. Microsoft doesn't really have that upside movement like Apple and some of these other ones, but they're solid companies. Like I said, a lot of these solid companies are always going to have dividends. They always have money in the bank. They always have, future products and they're acquiring stuff and they're doing stuff to stay relevant. Because, a lot of times you have to reinvent yourself all the time. Ed in the house, as they say, copy the 1%, So that's right. If something works, don't change it. Smoke it up in the house, calling for a BBB. So, have a few options of AT&T March 31 calls. Let's see there, that one on there. That Ren slots. Yeah, it's hard. Like it's not hard. It's interesting. You have to just look at everything going on and what looks good. The one thing about the calls and options, if you do the weeklies, you have the best premium. You can, they have leaps, so you can go out a year, 2 years, maybe 3 years on some of these. But when you do a leap, your premiums go down, and it's a little hard for me on the road setup to pull up all these screens all the time. But when we're back in the office, I'm going to show you guys stuff, and this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at these, charts and maps, and where is the best value. If I was to write the Apple, we could, hypothetically speaking, we could say, I know in a year from now, Apple will be above $125. Let's sell the Apple 125 put for next January, a year from now. And it's probably $12. But I would rather have 52 weeks of $1. If Apple was to stay at the same price and never fluctuated for the next year, that, fit, you know what? You guys are calling me out on this. I'm going to show you this so you guys can see what I'm talking about. At least it's just a little bit tougher here on the road. But so let's go out a year from now. What I'm trying to say to you guys is Apple, every week, let's say the 125, like the 125 right now is probably $1 for this week. But if we go out to the 125 all the way out for next year, and we look at it. So, all right. So Apple right now, for today, if we go to the 125, there we go. All right. Well, I was wrong, $1. It's 37 cents. Okay. And that's with Apple at 131. So it's 6 points out of the money with 3 days left in the week. Now, if we go to Apple for next week, it's probably $1. Let's see. All right. $1.09. There we go. So this is a better example. So Apple's $1. So we're going to go out 52 weeks. So for Apple to be better, if you follow what I'm saying here, for Apple to be better, the 125 contract for Apple a year from now needs to be $52 or better, because if Apple stays above 125 for the next 52 weeks, you're better off playing weekly. And this is what I'm trying to explain to people. So let's pull this up here. So we're going to go look at, so for next week's 8 days from now, 9 days from now, Apple's $1.09. If you came all the way out here and we did some leaps, and we go to January 24th, 2022, we did a leap a year from now, or a year and a few days. So I'm guessing $15. I haven't looked. I have no clue yet. I'm going to say 15, maybe high side 18, 15 to 18. But if you took $1 a week, and if Apple stayed above 132 or stayed at the same price for the rest of this thing, there you go, $16. So you would be, when you buy these stocks that are out of the money and further away like this is what I'm trying to explain to you. Every week, if you made $1 a week on Apple, right, writing a contract, you're gonna make 52 weeks over this next year. If you can take the lazy man. If you're lazy, you don't want to do stuff, and say, you know what, I think Apple $16. I think Apple's a great move. I'm gonna buy 100 contracts. I got $16,000, and I don't have to worry about Apple all year. And and January 23rd next year, Apple's $131. Still great. You made $16,000. But you lost out on making $37,000 over the course of a year. So that's why the weeklies are the way to play. Unless, like I said, if you're very busy or this isn't for you, or you just want to make a little extra money, then you know what, write those. Those are easy. You're still going to win, or hopefully you still win. But the premiums are in the weekly. So just always remember that. And that's what I was trying to show you guys. So like right now, let's go back here to today. So like, right now, Apple is the 131 is $1.94. Well, Apple is $1.31. So that's $1.94 in premium. So tomorrow, if Apple goes down 50 cents, that's still going to be $1.94. I've got 50 cents in movement tomorrow. If Apple goes down $1, that $1.94 will probably go to $2.25. But it's still all profit. And if Apple goes up tomorrow $1, that $1.94 will probably go to $1.20, I would say. Maybe $1.10 if it goes up $1. So that's what I was saying. Like when something is that, so you have 3 days left. So if Apple just stayed at 131 for the next 3 days, every day 62 cents is going to come off that price. So basically tomorrow I've got 62 cents in free money that Apple can go down. Like I said, if Apple goes up $1, I've got my 62 cents plus another 30 cents I'm going to get. We'll pick up 90 cents, or 60, 70 cents, somewhere in there. So it's very interesting. You have to understand the way the markets trade and how all this works. So hopefully that's making sense. We'll keep explaining this stuff and making it easier so everybody understands it more. But let's see. Any other questions? Too much stress for me. I hold long. So, Zach, thanks for the advice. You're very welcome. And Zach, thank you for watching and subscribing. And like I said, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet on YouTube, click the subscribe button, and you got to click the gray bell, especially because we're a live show. If you don't click the gray bell, you're never going to know when we are live. You'll be missing the show, and you'll be watching it after the fact. On Facebook, everyone on Facebook watching, make sure you click the follow button, and you got to click the little like arrow, little thumb up like arrow, And then it's going to give you notifications on that also. So make sure if you're watching on either Facebook or YouTube, you do both things because we broadcast at the same time on both of them. So, and that's the only way you're going to know about us. But I hope everyone did really well in the marketplace today. For all my gamblers watching tonight, the big jackpot, I'll be live in an hour and a half here in Vegas. I think Brian in Denver is about to go live any second now. So he should be live. So I don't want to, because I know a lot of you guys follow both of us. But thank you guys so much. Big shout out to my new YouTube sponsors who now, when we're live, have access to those cool emojis. Thank you guys. Also, big shout out to all our Patreon members. We hit 40 Patreon members today. So thank you guys. You guys have access to all my trades. Unfortunately, today I didn't do any trades. Tomorrow, depending on what the market does, if the market goes up tomorrow, I'll probably reduce some trades. And I actually may reduce some trades and write some lower trades. So I still have some money coming in, but give myself a little bit more protection. Also, I'm going to be flying, so maybe a little later tomorrow night, the show. And I hate when I'm flying because it is hard to get trades off in the airplane, but it's a short flight, only an hour and a half. But still, I'm going to be in the air, I think, the last hour of the day. So hopefully the market's there. It's stable. Like I said, at the end of the day, you just have to be relaxed. Don't worry. Don't stress. You didn't see me sweating yesterday because I was down 180 grand. You didn't see me sweating when I was down 400,000. Not because I have more money than that in the bank. It's because I know things come back and I know how this works. And I know about intrinsic values and these premiums and where these stocks are, I think long-term are going to be and where they're going to go. So just remember, have fun. The more fun you have, the more relaxed you are, the more easier this is to do and the more money you'll make over time. Historically, that's my advice, and that's what I do. But like I said, you guys do what you want, do what works for you. But thank you guys so much, and I'll see some of you tonight, and I'll see some of you guys tomorrow for Raja Makes Money. Thank you, my money makers, for watching. Take care.